Deep in the vast, untamed forests of Colombia, a legend is told in hushed whispers around crackling fires. It's the story of a woman who appears lost, vulnerable, and utterly alone, her cries for help echoing through the thick, humid air. According to Folklore, those who are brave enough, or perhaps foolish enough, to follow her into the jungle are never seen again. They call her La Patasola. Colombia is a country incredibly rich in oral traditions, a place where stories aren't just entertainment. They're woven into the very fabric of the culture, passed down with reverence from one generation to the next. In the rural, isolated areas, especially those bordering the dense Amazon, these legends take on a more urgent meaning. They are not just stories. They are potent warnings, lessons about respect, survival, and the hidden dangers of the wild. La Patasola is one of the most famous and feared figures in all of Colombian folklore, a chilling presence that haunts the jungle and forest regions, a name that commands both fear and respect. According to the legend, La Patasola most often appears as a breathtakingly beautiful woman, often described as being dressed in flowing white garments. She materializes before lonely travelers, solitary hunters, loggers, miners, or soldiers patrolling deep in the forest, far from the safety of their camps. At first, she seems entirely human. She is calm, silent, and her enchanting presence is almost magnetic, inviting you closer with a look of helplessness or a soft, sorrowful cry. She is an apparition who will compel to help, a damsel in distress in the heart of the wilderness. But the folklore delivers a stark warning when her unsuspecting victims get close enough, drawn in by her beauty and apparent vulnerability. Her true form is revealed in a horrifying transformation. She is said to possess only one leg, a grotesque feature that sometimes ends in a cloven hoof like a goat, and other times in a mangled, bloody stump. Her beautiful face contorts into a terrifying, monstrous visage with wild, tangled hair and a single, malevolent eye. Her once inviting lips, part two, reveal sharp, animalistic fangs, and a gut-wrenching scream tears through the jungle's silence. The beautiful illusion shatters, replaced by a nightmarish reality. What happens next varies depending on the version of the story you hear. In many accounts, La Patasola viciously attacks her victims, driven by an insatiable thirst for human life. Sometimes, she lets out a blood-curdling scream that paralyzes them with fear before she lunges. Other times, she is said to drain them of their life force, leaving behind nothing but an empty, withered husk. And yet other tales, she doesn't physically harm them at all. Instead, she lures them deeper and deeper into the labyrinthine jungle. Her mournful cries leading them off the familiar paths until they are hopelessly lost, eventually succumbing to the elements, starvation, or the other hidden dangers of the forest. Their disappearance, a permanent mystery. The exact origins of the myth are shrouded in time, with no single definitive story. Some traditions claim that La Patasola was once a mortal woman, a faithless wife who betrayed her husband. As a punishment for her infidelity, her husband, in a fit of jealous rage, severed her leg, and she fled into the forest to die, her spirit forever cursed to wander. Other stories portray her not as a human ghost, but as a primal spirit of nature, a protector of the forest and its animals. In this version, she was created to punish loggers, hunters, and miners who disrespected the jungle, taking more than they need and destroying the natural world without a second thought. Despite the different origin stories, the core message remains consistent. She represents a powerful, deadly warning to the indigenous communities and rural villages who live on the edge of these vast, wild places. La Patasola is far more than a simple ghost story. She serves as a crucial cautionary tale, a powerful reminder that the jungle is a living, breathing entity that demands respect. It's not a place to be taken lightly or exploited carelessly. The legend teaches a vital lesson: respect the land, honor its boundaries, and understand its power, or you will face the consequences. Her story is a way of instilling a healthy fear and reverence for nature, ensuring that people do not wander too far or act with arrogance in a place where they are not the masters. Even in our modern age of technology and skepticism, the stories persist. Farmers working their fields near the forest edge, hunters tracking game, and even soldiers on patrol have reported hearing chilling, disembodied cries for help echoing from deep within the trees. Some have claimed to find strange tracks in the muddy set of normal footprints that suddenly and inexplicably turns into a single trail, as if the person started hopping on one foot before vanishing completely. While there is no concrete physical evidence to prove her existence, the legend continues to live on, fueled by these unsettling modern-day encounters and the deep-seated cultural memory of the region. Of course, skeptics offer more rational explanations for these phenomena. They believe the legend can be attributed to the psychological effects of being in a vast, intimidating environment. Fear, extreme isolation, and physical exhaustion can easily lead to auditory and visual hallucinations. The strange sounds of the jungle at night, the cries of animals, the wind whistling through the trees can be easily misinterpreted by a tired and anxious mind. Others see La Patasola as a purely symbolic story, a clever narrative device created by communities to protect their people. It's an effective way to keep children from wandering into the dangerous terrain and to warn outsiders about the very real perils of getting lost. But for those who have grown up with the stories, the belief runs much deeper in their symbolism. Ultimately, La Patasola survives because legends are not static. They adapt and evolve. Their core message endures. She embodies the primal fears of the unknown, the darkness, and the wilderness. She is a personification of the jungle's power and its indifference to human life. Sitting vast to soar into the depths of the forest, where the canopy can block out the sun, and every path looks the same. Fear itself becomes a tangible, oppressive force. La Patasola is the name given to that fear. She is the shadow you see in your peripheral vision, the strange noise that wakes you in the night, the feeling of being watched when you are completely alone. So, if you ever find yourself alone in the dense Colombian forest and the sun begins to set and you suddenly hear the faint, desperate voice of someone calling for help, remember the legend. Remember the beautiful woman with a terrible secret. Because some paths are not meant to be followed, and some cries are not meant to be answered. This has been one of Colombia's most enduring and terrifying legends. A story passed down through generations. A warning whispered on the wind. La Patasola. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this dive into folklore, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more tales from the shadows.